Hi everyone, I am Mika from the group Tanaman, joined by Arin, Rasha, and Sebastian. I would be explaining the beans from activity 1.3 and Arin will be explaining the celery stalk from activity 1.4. Now, Rasha and Sebastian would be explaining what we need for the materials and what we need to do for the goals.
Activity 1.4. The goal of this experiment is to see if the position and direction in which the seed is facing affects the growth of the seeds. Activity 1.5. The goal of this experiment is to see the transport of the colored dye going up into the plant.
The materials we need for these two projects are a jar, beans, tissue paper. This one is for activity 1.4, and for 1.5 we need a celery stick or celery stalk, and then we need a beaker and food coloring and water.
Hello everyone, my name is Arin and I'm going to be explaining about the celery stalk experiment. So what you're going to need is a beaker, but since I don't have a beaker, I'm going to use a clear glass and some food coloring. Any type of food coloring would do. So what you would need to do is take your beaker, in this case I use a clear glass, fill it up with a bit of water. I'm not going to fill it up too much, just about that much. And take your food coloring and you're gonna drop just enough to make the water turn to that specific color. In this case I'm using red, so once it's red already, you're gonna put your celery stalk in. But since I've already done the experiment, I already have it right here. So this is, I've kept this for 2 days maybe, and now I'm gonna cut it open and see what's inside. And now we're gonna cut open the celery. First you gotta take it out of the colored water and you're gonna rinse it with clean water. Okay, so I've already rinsed it with clean water. There might be some stains because I kept this for like around 2 days. And now we're gonna cut it open. Don't play around with knives. I'm trained professional. And once you cut through the celery, you should be able to see this. If you cut it along the celery, it should look like this. Nothing is really there, but now we're gonna cut across it. See, you can sort of see that, if it'll focus. So you can sort of see that it's like red, sort of. There's like a few of them are red along the stem, I guess. You can see a bit of them are red, and yeah, that's basically the experiment, and I'm gonna draw the results after this.
Hi everyone, I am Mika and I am going to be doing the beans experiment of activity 1.4b. Now in this activity, you would need a glass or jar. I used a glass because I didn't have any jars. And then tissue paper and beans. Now what I did for this experiment is I put tissue paper inside and I soaked it and I put the beans in between here, like in there. And then I waited for around 3 days for the beans to grow, and the only one that grew was this bean. This bean is stuck in the tissue paper because the tissue paper is acting like it's a soil, and it doesn't need a lot to grow. Like here, I took it off, and this part, like this part of the bean, is sticking in the tissue paper. As in, like, the tissue paper is the soil. So I put this in the warm area for around 3 days, and I just waited for it to grow, and it grew like this. And there was also, oopsie, and there was also a white part inside the bean that came out. And now I would also be doing the drawing for the beans.